Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome back to the Steam, the show that keeps you up to date with not only Alabama State football, but news, updates, and coverage around the HBCU world as well. Now, due to a temporary location change, Jim Rathernot will not be on here for a while. He's off taking care of other things. But you got me though. So let's recap on what happened last time. We had to go down to Bethune-Cookman. They was bringing that heat, so we had to return the heat to them. Now the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats have a great run game. We wasn't able to hold it off. They kept running the football with Joseph and their other running backs, even their quarterback, their impact player at quarterback. But we was able to hold them off long enough and make a couple of big plays on defense in order to get the victory. Justin Chambers was big. That interception by Jason Moore was big. We was able to do big things in this game. We got back to 500 after starting the season at 0-3. And we're now 3-3. Looking to take care of Texas Southern next week. The Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, they're not having a good season right now, but I think that'll change in the future. Meanwhile, Justin Chambers is an absolute monster, just making a big difference as a true freshman, showing shades of Adrian Peterson in his freshman year in Oklahoma. The man was absolutely amazing against the Wildcats down at Daytona Beach. But everybody was physical in this game. You saw Kenny Gaston get snatched there. And then this hit here by Colin Robinson just sealed out how the game was going to pan out for the rest of the day. Absolutely crazy. We did manage to win the game though. It was a hard-fought physical game. But in the meantime, we got to focus on our next opponent. We got the Ncaa SWAC defending champions coming to town. Not Bethune-Cookman, but the Texas Southern Tigers. They lost a lot from last season. We need to get our payback from last season. Brian Richardson ran all over us. He broke LaDainian Tomlinson's record for most rushing yards in a single game. And now we must continue to add on to this winning momentum, winning 3 games in a row. So let's check out the rest of the HBCU world. So there goes our game. We beat Bethune-Cookman 56-42, handling business. And then we have Alabama A&M beating Prairie View for their first win of the season. Next you have the Arkansas Pine Bluff Lions beating Alcorn 28-21. Texas Southern barely squeaked past Grambling for their first win of the season. Florida A&M took care of Mississippi Valley State, but then again, who doesn't take care of Mississippi Valley State? And then you have the rivalry game between Jackson State and Southern, with Jackson State being triumphant 20-17. Interesting game there in Jackson, Mississippi. Now, if you look at the scores table via quarter, Jackson State did not score in the fourth quarter. Southern did though, but it was still not enough. Meanwhile, over at the Sun Belt, aka the Ncaa, Hampton beat Howard up in D.C. Delaware State beat Morgan State in their rivalry game. The Bulldog Classic or the Carolina Classic, South Carolina State took care of the Aggies of North Carolina A&T 38-17. Damn, A&T is 1-5 right now. Last but not least, Tennessee State took care of Norfolk State. Justin Chambers is once again named NCAA Offensive Player of the Week. Once again. This man has been balling for us so far this season. That man reminds me of Adrian Peterson so much. And then he's also named MAC SWAC Offensive Player of the Week. Lionel Anderson of Alcorn State is named Defensive Player of the Week for the MAC SWAC. Now for the Ncaa, aka the Sun Belt, you have Joseph Russell and Caleb Wilkinson winning the Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week. South Carolina State isn't doing too bad. They're sitting at 3-3 right now. Russell went off though. Both of them went off. Wow. So here we go. Next time, we're back in the Gump Town. We got the Texas Southern Tigers. As you see, they just picked up their first win of the season. But we don't want them winning against us. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.